All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Austin Desperados. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Bortles thinking twice about their offensive setup. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Yeah, he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And this time, Rosen will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys have taken a 1st quarter lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cole. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, let's go. Trips left.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. A good pickup there at 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little. A 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Hey, 54, Ricky. Hank.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out, and it's a Jacksonville touchdown. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now this may be a free play here for Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now it's Rosen looking. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rosen will throw. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now Bortles. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bruce Irvin coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
39, Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. Gun. Hey, mine's 50. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go. 4 down. Check. Punch right. Check. Lucy. Hank.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. That goes for a gain of 31.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Lucy.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gone!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages in the football,
I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And the blitz does come. He completes it to Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Sunday!
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bortles going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And complete to Moncrief over the middle. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
11.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long here for Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get it to him running left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. One home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Rosen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey. Got three. Gun. Gun. 3 on 3. Motion.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it again with Fournette. There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchie.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a give to Fournette. Oh, eluding the tackle. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Fournette proven to be even more dangerous this year than as a rookie as the Jags come up 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. The pitch to Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Rosen. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Watch him now, Barney.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Rosen on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. A dump underneath to Jones. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action here with Rosen. He may try and run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.